Hi guys! So for today's video, I'm going to be filming how I found out I was pregnant story time. So let's get right into the video. Alright, so I'm going to start by going back to August of 2012. I was a sophomore in high school and my boyfriend was a junior in high school. I was 16 and he had just turned 18. I came home from school, I believe it was maybe a Wednesday. My mom was already waiting for me by the door. So, wait. I think I was coming home from school and she called me and she asked me where I was at and I told her I was coming home. She told me to get home because she was going to make me take a pregnancy test. So I got home and as soon as I walked in, she was right there by the living room because as soon as you walk into my house, it's the living room. So I walked in and she was already sitting there and she had everything already set up in the restroom. I walked in and she was like, okay, go to the restroom and take the pregnancy test. And don't close the door because, she, I guess, wanted to go in there in case I flushed real quick or anything. So as soon as I took the test, I set it on the sink, and I was just waiting there. I kind of had a feeling I was pregnant, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I was just sitting there. And I was like, okay, so what if this comes out, positive? What am I going to do? How is my mom going to react? How is my dad going to react? That was my first instinct. So as I was sitting there, 5 minutes passed and I went to go look at the pregnancy test. And it had 2 lines, which meant I was pregnant. So I called my mom in. She came into the restroom. She seen it and she quickly told me, what did I tell you? Because she, warned me. She was a teen mom. She actually got pregnant at 15. So she warned me all my teenage years, like don't do what I did. I expect way more from you. I want way more for you. But I mean, what parent doesn't, right? I mean, I want way more for my daughter now. I want to teach her what not to do, because I want her to explore the things that I didn't get to explore. My mom's seen the pregnancy test. She's like, okay, well, your dad's going to be home in 5 minutes. So you're going to have to, tell your dad. And so I was in my living room. My mom, I think, had left to go pick up my brother. So I was in my living room, and as I'm waiting there, my dad shows up. And so as soon as he walks in, he's like, what's going on? Because your mom called me, and she's crying, and she doesn't want to tell me what's going on. She told me to wait till I come home. So I told him, I was like, well, I'm pregnant. And he didn't get upset. He just got, I would say, maybe disappointed, because as I said earlier, him and my mom told me a bunch of times, be careful, I want more for you. I want you to explore the things that we didn't get to explore. And obviously I didn't listen. So as I told him that I was pregnant, he got mad. He told me, does Nestor know? And I told him no, he doesn't know. So right after I told my dad that I was pregnant, my mom was arriving, so they both took me to my high school and took me out of public school and put me into independent study. Usually there's a waiting list for independent study, but my counselor actually, moved fast and she got everything going, and I got into independent study the week after. So I did all my junior year in independent study. Independent study is a class every week. So you go to school for, I believe it's like 2 hours every week. It could either be a Monday, it depends. I actually went on a Monday. So first day they gave me a packet, and it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was like pretty thick. And I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna be another teen mom that drops out of school just to be, be a stay-at-home mom. And that's not what I wanted. Obviously, I knew I was pregnant, but I wanted way more for myself. I wanted to prove to those that, talked down to me, or even worse, they acted like my friends, and then when I wasn't there, they would talk bad about me or anything. So I wanted to prove to all those people, and I wanted to prove to my parents that I could do it. I was always really good at school. I could miss a whole week of school and I would go back and I would catch on right away. So I was always really good at school. So literally what I would do, I would go to my independent study on Monday. I would come home, I would start doing some homework, and then the next day on Tuesday, I would finish my whole packet. I would do a whole week's worth of homework in one day. because I didn't like, you know, you never know, you're pregnant, you could go to the hospital for something, and you could actually stay in the hospital for that. So I, you know, you never know, and I didn't want to be left behind. On with independent study, I didn't have a life. I hardly talked to my cousins. I didn't have no friends at all. My parents took all social media away from me. I didn't even have a phone. If I needed a calculator, then I had to figure it out on the paper, and it was, you know, it was bad. And as I was on an independent study, I got a letter actually telling if I wanted to travel abroad. And, you know, I didn't think anything of it. Obviously, I couldn't. I was pregnant, and my only option was, if I wanted to do that, was, you know, to abort. And I was not going to do that. I always reassured myself that everything was going to be okay. You know, everything happens for a reason. And that's how I see everything. So I didn't do it. But obviously I had my two options there. It was either, you know, be 16 and pregnant, or be 16 and traveling abroad for school. And I picked 16 and pregnant. So this is actually my 4-year-old, which, you know, was the one that I was 16 and pregnant with. You want to say your name? Say your name.
Valerie.
How old are you?
4.
4? And do you know what 16 and pregnant means?
You have a baby.
When?
When you're pregnant.
When you're pregnant? At what age?
I don't know.
How old was I?
3.
3? No. 16.
16.
Okay. So what do you think 16 and pregnant means?
When you have a baby.
At a young age? Yeah? So are you proud of mommy? Why? Why are you proud of mommy?
Because you got a baby.
Because I got a baby? Yeah?
And she did my kid open his eyes because he was sleeping baby.
Uh-huh. And are you proud of daddy? Why?
Because why?
Why are you proud of your dad?
Because he got a baby.
What do you mean he got a baby?
You got a baby. I'm proud of you guys.
You're proud of us?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. Down below I'll put the link to the interview that I actually did with her. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share, maybe subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.